Last year, prompt engineer was the hottest job in tech, with grifters promising six-figure salaries for the magical ability to whisper sweet nothings to a chatbot. Today, that skill is about as useful as a DVD rewinder. A recent Microsoft survey of 31,000 workers found that prompt engineer was the second-to-last role companies wanted to hire for. Job postings have vanished, and user searches have flatlined. But this isn't because AI got dumber, it's because it got terrifyingly smarter. The era of painstakingly crafting the perfect prompt is over, and a new model from China just put the final nail in the coffin. This is closed source, and let's talk about AI. For the last few years, we've all been learning how to talk to AI. But the entire paradigm just shifted from talking to an AI to directing one. We're moving away from the prompt as a command and toward context as an entire informational environment. The new game isn't prompting, it's orchestration. And the catalyst for this change is Kimi K2, a new open source model from a Beijing-based company called Moonshot AI. Moonshot is one of China's new AI tiger companies, founded by a trio of researchers with pedigrees from Google Brain, Meta, and Carnegie Mellon. They're backed by a war chest of over $1 billion from giants like Alibaba and Tencent, and are already facing a messy lawsuit from the founder's previous startup. Classic Silicon Valley drama, but on the other side of the planet. Their new model, Kimi K2, is a monster. It has a staggering 1 trillion parameters, making it one of the biggest models ever disclosed. It's built on a mixture of experts architecture, which means that for any single task, it only activates 32 billion of those parameters. But a trillion parameters is just a vanity metric. The real story is how they pulled it off. See, training models at this scale is notoriously unstable. They suffer from a problem called exploding attention logits, where the math just spirals out of control and the training run catastrophically fails. Moonshot developed a new optimizer called MuonClip that solves this problem at the source. The result? They pre-trained Kimi K2 on 15.5 trillion tokens with 0 training spikes. They didn't just build a big model, they built a better way to make big models. But why? The answer is that Kimi K2 was not built to be a better chatbot. It was built to be an agent. It's designed to autonomously decompose high-level goals, orchestrate digital tools, and execute complex multi-step workflows with minimal human intervention. It doesn't just answer you, it acts. In one demo, a user gives it the high-level goal: analyze the effect of remote work on salary. Kimi doesn't just write a paragraph, it autonomously executes a 16-step workflow. It ingests data, cleans it, runs statistical tests like ANOVA, generates a series of complex data visualizations, and then, get this, builds an entire interactive HTML dashboard to present its findings. In another example, when asked to plan a Coldplay tour trip to London, it orchestrated 17 different tool calls without any more human input. It searched for concert dates, checked flights, found an Airbnb, looked up restaurants, and drafted confirmation emails. This is why your prompt engineering skills are becoming useless. You don't micromanage an agent like this. You act as a supervisor. You give it a goal, set the constraints, and then review the final result. But as always, there's a problem. For all its benchmark-crushing glory, developers using Kimi in the wild tell a different story. They report that for practical coding tasks, the agent gets stuck in loops, declares complex tasks finished when they're not, and fails on fundamental tool use functions. It's also been criticized for being stubborn, hallucinating sources, and having some of the most prudish content filters on the market. And good luck running it yourself. The hardware needed to run a 1 trillion parameter model locally would cost you upwards of $20,000. And that reveals Moonshot's master plan. They released the model with open weights and an API that is absurdly cheap, up to 100 times cheaper than Anthropic's Claude Opus on input tokens. It's a radical price disruption designed to get the entire world building on their platform. They are commoditizing the model itself because they know that when it's time to deploy a real scalable application, you're not going to build a server farm in your garage. You're going to use their highly optimized paid API. It's a ruthless and brilliant platform play. So where does that leave us? The old job of prompt engineer, the guy who was good at linguistic hacks and magic phrases, is dead. But the skill of communicating intent to an AI has evolved into something far more complex: context engineering. This is the new frontier. It's not about the words you write in a single turn. It's about architecting the entire system the model operates in, managing its memory, the documents it can retrieve, and the tools it can use. It's a shift from a linguistic skill to a systems design skill. Kimi K2, for all its flaws, is the first model built natively for this new agentic world. It proves that the future of AI isn't about building a better chatbot, it's about building a better agent. The value is no longer in the prompt, it's in the automated workflow you build around it.